Hello, today is May 8th, 2021. We always start with our disclaimer, review Thursday night's calls, and then make some calls for next week. Just remember, I can be completely wrong. Trade at your own risk, and please follow the rules of my channel. Look for the pattern with the early low. It's right there. Monday also has the early low. We had some price targets. We said unless we gapped up smartly, they were favored to print. We gapped up 8 handles, so as far as the time goes, they're off the table. As far as the price goes, they should print at some time. 41.6774 did not print within its preferred time frame, so that's a failed target. We'll add that one to the list. It's the third one of the year. 41.5757 has until early Monday. It looks kind of out of reach to me, but they should be seen at some time. We'll review what we said. We said I couldn't really predict what happened after the employment report came out. Unless we gapped up smartly, we had some targets favored to print. We did gap up smartly, and I said I couldn't rule out gapping up smartly. These are the predictions for next week's patterns. During the day, MEJT told us this drop here was false, we'd retrace. Said this rally was false, we'd retrace, and that's already played out. Well, we had another new all-time high, but this actually isn't a very healthy pattern. We gapped up, hit a new high, higher high, closed under all the highs. It should lead to lower prices unless we have a gap and promptly overtake today's high, Friday's high. Now, I think actually overtaking this high is pretty likely because when you have a strong early move like this and then consolidate the rest of the day, this long consolidation should be considered a fourth wave of some degree unless proven otherwise. When you see a long consolidation on the longer term chart, daily chart, weekly chart, monthly chart, it often means the market's gearing up to move out of the range. When it moves out of the range, it tends to be a good sustainable move. When you've got a big rally like this, no pullbacks, everybody wants in the first hour, and you can't go anywhere the rest of the day. Often, it means the public wants to go long with abandon, and after they have, there's no one left who wants to take prices higher. Well, this is the pattern I've been using. This is the count I've been using. Until it's invalidated, I'm going to stick with it. Let's focus in on what's happened after what I'm calling wave 5. This isn't the only way to count this, but that's a clear ABC down. And now you can have an A and a B. And this sure looks like a 5 waves up pattern to me. That's a pretty clear, let's say it's compatible with wave 3. These long consolidations, I think they're wave 4s unless proven otherwise. And at 42.39.10, we'll have wave red C equal to 1.618 times wave A. So if that's the right count, and it certainly is a plausible one, we could see a top early Monday at 42.39.10 or something in that area. These long consolidations, which don't go anywhere, again, in the daily chart, tend to be churning at the top. So we're going to look for lower prices unless we take this high out early. But if we do take the high out early, at just over this high, 42.39.10 or so, is a likely spot for a reversal, which could be a strong reversal. Monday's pattern has the early low. We could gap up. We gapped up at a new all-time high, closed under all the intraday highs. It's a negative pattern. Either we gap and promptly overtake that high or we see lower prices, but there's resistance just over the high. The long, narrow consolidation tends to be a fourth wave of some degree, meaning there is a case to be made for trading just a bit higher and then reversing sustainably. Just remember, if we gap up smartly and we go through that level fast, gapping up sharply in the undesired direction kills the call. That's always true. And we've killed a lot of other potential tops on this move up in the past few years. But that's a strong resistance area. It's a pattern with the early low, so I'm going to be on guard for a possible reversal just over Friday's high, and that's today's call.